Brought to you by Penguin.
The Bookseller's Tale by Martin Latham. Read by Roy Mcmillan. Introduction. There is a book which has not moved a centimetre in 800 years. It is on the tomb of Eleanor of Aquitaine in Fontevraud Abbey, near Poitiers. Her turbulent life is all behind her as she lies in deep repose, holding up an open Bible. She rests as we all do in bed when, finished with talking or tea, we become one with a book, lost in a private world. The story of humanity's love affair with books is, to a visitor from another galaxy, one of our strangest tales. The history of the book explores our relationship with the physical book, showing how it has deepened our sense of self. The printed book helped to inaugurate an earth-wide springtime of consciousness. Curled up with a book, we continue to find new selves. Such private reading only became widespread in the age of print. In most languages, the word read originally meant read aloud. Alexander the Great's men stared in puzzlement when he read silently, and until the age of print, being read to was commoner than reading privately. With this new privacy came a deepening of emotional involvement, of affect. The pioneer Victorian sociologist Harriet Martineau felt she often became the author she was reading, and novels such as Clarissa generated extraordinary, convulsive weeping and exultation. Post-Gutenberg, our imagination was mainlining stories, high on new realms. Private reading gave us new inner dimensions. We feel the truth of this in the stacks of a great library or in corners of a bookshop, places which give us a sense of immanence, of being on the verge of infinite inner space. The ancient library of Alexandria may not even have existed, but, as the classicist Edith Hall says, the idea of such a library is almost as important to our collective psyche as its reality. We know instinctively that we are both infinite and serendipitous, so we love getting lost in bookshops and libraries and accidentally finding books which unlock our various hidden selves. Our passionate relationship with actual books, not the text of literary theorists, has been enacted in many little-documented physical ways. It can be, Virginia Woolf observed, an almost sexual interplay. I've seen this in 30 years of bookselling, customers stroking a book's cover, peeking under the jacket, surreptitiously closing their eyes to smell the valley of pages, this sometimes accompanied by a quiet moan of pleasure, hugging it after purchase, and even giving it a little kiss. Book users cannot explain why they love holding books, and after hearing them a few hundred times over the years say at length that they cannot explain it, I'm beginning to think that they do not want to analyze a feeling so inner. The book, of paper from trees, is halfway to the forest, that great source of myth. Tech devices are not only made of colder, denatured materials, they are relentlessly demanding. In 1913, Kafka, with astonishing prescience, described the future in a letter to his would-be girlfriend Felice, who sold dictation machines. He detested such machines and celebrated the way he might stare out of the office window mid-dictation, then hear the soughing of his secretary's nail file as she joined in the secret dawdle. He told Felice that, faced with such machines, we become degraded factory workers. Today, we all sometimes feel like grunts serving our machines. We do not feel that with the book. Kafka predicted that such machines would end up talking to us, making suggestions as to restaurants, correcting pronunciation even. Such a technology was preposterous even when I started this book a decade ago, but is now commonplace. Poor old Felice did not reply to France's bonkers-seeming letter. The cold tech of digital devices offers interactivity, but it is an interactivity with formatting rules, from liking something to blogging, very far from how many interact with books, warm tech, by writing in them. Montaigne's marginalia on his...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?